Hey guys, welcome back to a very exciting day in Coding Club. Now you might say every day in Coding Club is wildly exciting, and I would have to agree with you, but today is going to be extra special. I think we're making another leap today forward. We're going to learn how to use CSS files, which are quite powerful, and they're very exciting. They're going to allow us to do and finally answer some of the questions we've been asking for a long time, like how do I center an image, right? And also, this is the industry standard. This is what people who design websites for a living actually use to control their websites and all that. So, very exciting times. Let's go through what it is. So this is a CSS file right here. So basically we have our HTML file test, right? And this is my terrible website. This is a terrible website, but it kind of, it allows us to play around, and it doesn't take a whole ton of time for me to deal with. So anyways, this is our HTML file. If you go to a file, save as, you can, I'm not going to do it right now, but you want to save it as all files, test.html. I'm just going to click cancel and not save it, right? This is our HTML file, and this contains the contents of the website, right? It contains our headings, our paragraphs, our scripts, our paragraph 2, all that. It contains all and you can see we have all of our HTML tags in there, okay? Now, we're adding a new file today. This is the CSS file. Okay, so now to make a CSS file, you just start a new one with a notepad. So you go right here, you find your notepad, you type a few things, and then you go to File, Save As, and you save it again as all files type, and you give it a name like ASDF.CSS. That's very important that you get that CSS heading on there. Okay, then I'm not going to save it either because I already have one. Okay, so cancel, be gone, don't save. All right, so this is my teststyles.css. That is the name of the document. If you right click on it and you go to properties, you go to, let's see, where is it? Security. That's the complete file name right there. And then we have this right here, teststyles.css. So let's go back to our HTML. So now I added a head link, which I haven't put in the website before that. I've just, I haven't seen what it's really used for. But now we have one. So we need to insert a head and an end head. And then we're going to link this page, the HTML page, to our CSS page right there. So you need to copy and paste this right here, link rel equals style sheet in quotes, type text/CSS. So that's alert. So style sheet, I'm assuming that's just telling the HTML. I'm not an expert, but I'm assuming that's telling this HTML file that your style is going to come from the CSS sheet. The type right here, it's a text document / a CSS document. You remember we used a text file and we saved it as a CSS document. And then finally, the most important one right here, the href, that's the reference that tells us where to find this CSS file. So notice I copied that same name, teststyles.css, and I put it right there in after the tag. So that tells the web page to go ahead and find this document right here. Okay, now let's go over real quickly how to actually use CSS. So of course I'm looking at W3 Schools, love them, they're great. And basically CSS is pretty simple, and if you look right here you can see exactly what you do. You just name an element, so you can name links, you can name headings, paragraphs, any part of the document that you use an HTML tag like P2, script, image, font, or well, probably not font, no, but right here, P2, right? Anything that you kind of name and is part of your website, you can call up right here in your CSS file. So H1, I said, okay, let's make the background color green for this one, and then for paragraph 1, let's make the background color purple. And I'm going to go ahead and delete this image real quick just so we can see what it is. Okay, so now this should make H1 right here. The page runs the script. That announcement should have a background color of green. And the P1 right here, which is a link to my YouTube channel, right there, that should have a purple background color. So let's go ahead, go to our page, and let's refresh it real quick. Okay, so yes, we got to run through the script first. It says hello to us, hello, and then you can see right there. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to save that. Control S. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see. Let's go back to our internet. Sorry for the delay, because now I wasn't expecting the logo to be right there in the center. Ah, yes. Okay. So we're back. So we have our heading has a green background color. My YouTube channel, it's really hard to see because it's in purple now. And then I didn't touch paragraph 2, which is this is some text, this is some more text, and we have our logo right there. Okay, so now the age-old question that we've been asking, I'm going to go back to W3. So now there's all kinds of stuff to explore with CSS. Obviously, I'm not going to have time to go through all of it in this video. I can pick out some more stuff for next time. You guys can explore it on your own. But, you know, these are a lot of powerful tools we can use. The one I want to focus on, because we've been asking how to do it for so long and I haven't been able to figure it out till finally today, right here, we're going to use our CSS layout tools to center our photo. Okay, is this the right one? No. Center an image right here. Center an image. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to call image right here. So our image is, let's look at our HTML right here. Image source, right? And then we got this one. It's saved on to the desktop. It's the chargers bolt.jpg. That's the name of the file. Our alternative text. And then I tried this kind of crummy align middle, which put it in the middle of the text, but it didn't really do what we wanted it to do, which was put it in the middle of the page. Now we're going to figure out how to put it in the middle of the page right now. Okay, so what I do is I'm basically going to do this. So our tag is image. That says we're talking about the image, right? And we're going to turn it into a block element. Not sure exactly what a block element is. Still reading up on that a little bit. We're going to set the auto margins and the width 40%. So I believe that's basically saying let the margins be what they need to be, but I want this to take up 40% of the width of the screen. So I'm going to copy paste that into my thing. And where we go, our test styles right here. Okay, so I have my image, then I got these curly braces. So I'm turning it into a block. I'm saying margins can be what they want to be, and the width is going to be 40%. So let's save this and see if it works, which I think it already does because, of course, I tested it before. All right, let's refresh the page. Is the F, hello. Okay, there we go. Yes, it did work, right? So it's in the center. It's occupying what looks to be 40% of the screen. Let's just do a quick test, see what happens if we change this to, let's say, 70%. And then we'll save it, and then we'll come right here. We'll refresh our page. Hello, computer is hello, and there we go. Now it's taking up 70% of the page. So this is how we create a CSS file. The goal today, let's try to link up our HTML file with our CSS file and see if we can use any of these tools right here that seem interesting to you within that CSS file itself. Okay, I think I'm going to end the video there. Thanks for watching, and good luck. Let's see how it goes today. Is it stopped?